I think the thing that's fascinating about Ed is his endless energy to begin with, and his consistency.
Well, you know, when I first got to know Ed, it was basically I knew him on television first, like so many people do, and we had this opportunity for him to come down here after he left KTLA to be an anchor for us, and it was different than I had envisioned dealing with a television personality type. Here was this guy, he answered his own phone, he came into our studio, he sat down and talked with us, and that day he said, yeah, I think I'm going to do this.
The way we got in touch with him originally is he was in the phone book and we called him up.
And you got the impression right off the bat that here's a guy who gets it, understands what nonprofits need, and he wants to donate his services in whatever way he can to make that happen.
And he is passionate about all of the different causes that he supports. You look on his calendar and there's 365 days out of the year, and Ed has about 700 events scheduled. I don't think there's anybody that hasn't been a part of an Ed Arnold event, and Ed Arnold has just made it better because of his presence.
Over the years you would think, well, maybe he'll just do this one event this year. Not only was it one event, it was almost every weekend and a lot of times, and for a lot of golf tournaments, for a lot of banquets and those kind of things. And he's meant so much to so many people, and he's done so much good for the local community that he would be irreplaceable. There's nobody like him out there in the business.
You see him in his public presence, but there's also something about Ed that really impacted me is when you see him out of the limelight. One time we had an event where some underprivileged kids were here, and he stood in front of them and he talked about his upbringing, and he said, look, I'm standing here, I'm doing this, you can too. So his ability to relate to all walks of life and to be an inspiration is something that's very special about him.
Here's a guy who wants to help the community that we're serving, and you know, he gives his time so freely to so many people, so many organizations that are honoring others, and then Ed shows up and helps them honor these other people. And for decades, Ed's been showing up and honoring other people and helping other organizations fulfill their mandate of being in the community and serving the community. And suddenly people have turned around and said, Ed Arnold's been doing this for a long time. Maybe we should give him an honor too. And I think that's really great that people are kind of recognizing the time and the dedication he's had to so many organizations.
We're just all really lucky that he's around. We're all really lucky that he's with us. He's a terrific guy, and I hope he knows how much we all love him.
Congratulations, Ed. I understand you're winning the Spirit of Community Award, and nobody is more deserving than you. You give back to the community. Special Olympics would not be where it is without the involvement that you've put into this program for so many years, from the very, very beginning. You've stood by, you've stood in, you've stood up. You're an incredible man, incredible human being, and you understand the spirit of giving back, and you understand the spirit of involvement. So I'm so thrilled that they're honoring you. You deserve it, and I just want to say congratulations. God bless.